Crowd of boys, peace. What's good with you boys out there? I'm going to talk to you boys today about semen retention and urges that you may deal with after sexual intercourse or a relapse. And before I jump into this topic, I just want to thank you guys. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you like, subscribe to the content. If you've been here, you're a subscriber. I thank you. I show my deepest gratitude for your support. Come to this content, getting information. If you have problems with background noise, understand that right now I'm in nature. I'm near the water. I'm connected to the water right now. I'm by the lake at my house, so bear with this audio. It's a good day right now in Pennsylvania. It's starting to get colder, so I'm enjoying the warmer days as they come into the winter months. So it's a little bit windy. I'm by the water, so bear with the content in this audio, especially if you're new. I like to do my content, inside, in my car or, somewhere secluded where, I have private time to really speak how I need to speak without distraction. But, right now I'm in nature. I got to get my nature and give y'all this message, man. These urges after sexual intercourse or a relapse on semen retention. This is a topic that is key because guys have to understand that if you've been on this journey for a short period of time and you relapse, you haven't really gained the full benefits of the discipline of putting your body through restraint. Understanding control over yourself, your own vessel, your own being. You haven't gone into farther depths. And that's why guys get the urges and go on these binges when they either have sex or relapse. Because you are still conditioned and not too far removed from your once bad habit. Whether it be masturbation or just being overly sexualized. These urges and these sexual, after, once again, whether it be after sexual intercourse or relapses are bound to happen. We're human, we're men, we're visual beings as well. So our triggers to us, when we look at them, can't be as serious, but sometimes they can be as serious to our minds if we aren't strong enough, gentlemen. The littlest things can be a trigger for you and you don't know it. That's why going on semen retention for an extended period of time to really cleanse yourself and rewire your mind and your brain benefits the overall. All in all, what I'm saying is that if you haven't been on semen retention for a longer period of time and you are still dealing with urges, crazy urges that you feel that you cannot control when you really can't control it, then yes, it's a mental thing at this point and you aren't over the hump just quite yet. You're not in the clear. Okay? When you are early on in this semen retention journey, you got to understand that you are more susceptible or you're more sensitive with that release of energy. And this could be a good, a bad thing. All right. It's not all a negative thing to release because what you are giving your energy to matters. Guys are scared to release. You have both sides of the coin where guys are scared to not release, stop refraining. And then you also have guys who are scared to release now because they've been in this semen retention journey and they haven't found the right counterbalance on how to balance their sexual life, if you will, and their semen retention life. It's not for everybody. Everybody's journey is different. So we all must have to understand that. We have that understanding of how this life works. So a relationship isn't for everybody. And then sometimes people are just put in the right position to be able to have the experience of doing both at the same time. Being sexually active and also being on semen retention. It's a balancing act. It's a balancing lifestyle. It works best best if you really have a partner who can counteract that. Sorry for the background noise. Again, it's a helicopter. I'm outside. There's a lot of stuff going on in this audio. But bear with me. I'm going to take a walk a little bit away as it flies over. Yo, guys, listen. My situation is very unique. And I did the necessary work to really put myself in that position. All right? I encourage you guys to really be single, not seek after women, guys. Gain the discipline over yourself. What ties into this is the hit of dopamine that your body actually needs and produces. But it's about management, guys, and getting it in healthy doses. See, the thing that we restrict ourselves from is this dopamine hit that our body naturally produces, okay? So it's not a bad thing to get a dopamine hit from releasing. But the thing is that guys are too conditioned and have warped themselves to be dopamine fiends. That's where the problem lies. And if you haven't done the necessary work, such as practicing semen retention, you are still a fiend for that dopamine. You can't go without it. So it's a hindrance to your overall well-being, mind, body, and spirit. But we are going to focus more on the mental. It's mind, gain control over your vessel. Getting it in healthy doses is what you need. Going the natural way. Not trying to cheat. All right? And like I said, everything in doses, healthy doses. Guys, take care of yourselves, for real, man. You know? I dropped the audio before this one about taking breaks from the semen retention lifestyle, and that doesn't give you an excuse to go hit your shit. But understand the balance. All right? Finding other ways to channel that energy is what I'm talking about. Doesn't always have to be about sex. Doesn't always have to be about women. Gain discipline over yourself and your mind and execute on these plans. And you'll be successful on this semen retention journey. You will find the balance. Trust me. You'll find everything you're looking for. Just be firm. And when we talk about being more susceptible and more sensitive, it's a natural emotion. That's why on semen retention, the more you garner this energy, you will be more in control over your overall emotions to any and everything. But the more you release, you become more sensitive. You're more sensitive to energy. You're angry, upset at times. You're sad. You're lonely. You're this, you're that. But when you're really on this semen retention journey, you're moving with so much power that you're good being in the situation that you're in because you have that power within yourself. Everything you need is within you. You're not as sensitive to dealing with that energy of feeling sad and lonely. You know how to deal with being sad and lonely. And it's a difference. When you're sad and lonely and you're confused of being sad and lonely, but then when you're in it and you dwell in that energy and you know how to maneuver in that energy, you find that is okay. The longer you withdraw, though, from a sexual lifestyle, your urges decrease. You lose interest of pleasure seeking inwardly and outwardly. Certain things don't amuse you, especially when it comes to sexual activity. But your overall lifestyle, period, like you find either a different taste or liking to different things. You find discoveries within yourself, or you find new challenges for yourself, or the things that once was foolish to you, you put them down. There's an overall change to your lifestyle. So the pleasure seeking, being entertained, the entertainment doesn't do it for you. You got to find another source. And once when you do that, you gain control over your vessel, including your mind and your spirit. But once again, we're going to focus on the mind. The mind's eye is something for the spirit. But your mind, your mental, what makes you tick, your emotions, all right? Your logic, okay? Your problem-solving abilities all ties into garnering your emotions and executing. And semen retention is the route to best garner all that energy and execute it in your life. That's why falling back, taking a step back and looking at your overall life, not just semen retention. I got semen retention and I've been on it, 114 days and stuff like that. Well, how many more days you expect to live your life? If you take the tracking off of the days of the semen retention and just live your life, are you counting the days of life until you die? Are you counting those days? No. So let's proceed with that same type of energy with this semen retention. Fall back a little bit, lose track of the days and just live. You dig what I'm saying? That's how I move. Because whatever falters and whatever happens. Whether it be sexual intercourse or a relapse, I know how to rebound and get right back, and my life continues on going. And this is just the start. This is just the beginning of some of the things I have began to do in my life, in my personal life, and I'm in my mid-30s. Dig what I'm saying? So I have a long way to go still. All right. It's just that about management and managing my time. What am I putting my time and efforts to while I'm here? You dig what I'm saying? Once you conquer the war in your mind and have the discipline, you're more equipped to fight back those urges. Think about those men of war. In those times, preparing for war, they get prepared for war. They do nothing else but get prepared for war. They don't wait till war is coming. They are getting prepared before the war. They don't just jump into it. And in this semen retention shit, when you are battling and fighting the urges and you're in this, if you're not aware that you're not in the war, then you have to fall back and prepare and then go back into it. Do you guys follow what I'm saying? Once when you are in the understanding that you are in a war, a mental battle in your mind and your body, and when those urges come, you are battling yourself. Yes, you have to go back, reassess everything, and gain the understanding that you are in a war within yourself. And then go back. You'll be more prepared, knowing. Instead of thinking that this semen retention shit is just some flaky placebo, this nigga comes and talks about it and whatever. See, the thing that niggas can't do is run from themselves. You can run from the channel, unsubscribe, and do whatever you want and think what I'm saying is a bunch of bullshit. But you can't run from yourself. You got to address yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Understand that the battle within yourself is the one that you are fighting. And when those urges come, you are fighting yourself. So understand that you are in the battle and then reassess the battle. Reassess what makes you tick, reassess what triggers you, and then go back into the war and fight it. That's where you gain the discipline. That's where you gain the restraint. That's how you know how to play defense. That's when you know how to play offense. You dig? Guys, I appreciate you. Now there's a mailbox coming by. Guys, these urges and these relapses. And guys, if you are interested in dating, getting out there, Also, dating advice. I said I want to do dating advice, but guys, I do consultations. You can reach out to me to try to figure out this semen retention shit and also have a dating life. And it is very easy to balance that out when you are on semen retention. It's actually better to be in the dating realm and being on semen retention, because not only will the woman attract to you, but you will also have the wherewithal to know what you like and be able to say no to these women. And that's something a lot of women do not expect. Dealing with a man of value and stature is him saying no. Do you understand? There are things about you on semen retention that you will gain about your characteristics, that it will be so easy for you in the dating pool because you will have the options and the process of elimination, and being able to attract women to you will help you understand them more, and you'll get to see each and every woman for how they really are, because they will be looking to get your attention instead of you working so hard to get theirs. You have to fall back, gentlemen, off of all this porno, all this, and get yourselves right and understand who you are. Gain the discipline. I don't care how pretty a girl is. I don't care how good her body looks right now. When she begins to move her mouth and sounds and vibrations begin to come out, that's what I'm paying attention to, gentlemen. And if it's anything coming out that's unwarranted and that's giving me signals of anything not intriguing enough to really grasp my attention, then there's a no-go for me. A pretty face is a pretty face. A nice body is a nice body. God has blessed everyone with certain things. God has blessed certain people with beauty and good bodies and stuff like that. And that's all good and dandy. But what type of spirit are these people moving around with? What type of mental? And I know I want to say I want to get into spirit, but very much so. What are the words coming out this person's mouth? What are they really talking about? What are they on? What are their morals? With all that said, guys, take heed. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out to listen. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay strong, my boys. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Stay motivated. With love and peace.